Hello, my name is Srini Pillai. I'm the manager and program coordinator at Apex Language and Career College. We have been a language school for almost 12 years now, and our main job is helping students enter university and college in Canada. So we teach students to improve their English so that they can go through many pathway programs, which means that they can get to university or college without IELTS. Some students also come to us with a 5.5 IELTS and do our pathway program for 3 months to go directly to university or college. Right now, we have a lot of interest from people from India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, China, and the Philippines, and Vietnam as well, who want to immigrate to Canada. Their big hope is to find a way or easier way of immigration to Canada through the education system. Because Canada is one of the few countries that gives you the opportunity that if you work after you study, you get automatic immigration. So many people come to Canada, they get a 2-year diploma or a 4-year degree, and then they're given a work permit for 2 years or 4 years. If they get any job in that period, then they get what's called Canadian landed immigrant status, similar to the green card of the USA. Right now as well, Nova Scotia, which is the province in which I live, is one of the easiest provinces to get immigration in Canada. Our Minister of Immigration is really interested in helping people to come to Canada. Currently, you'll find a lot of people, especially from the states of Punjab and Gujarat, are using Canada as a way to get immigration and as a way to find a new settlement and future for their family. So generally, people have several different ways in which they can come to study in Canada. The easiest way is what's called the Student Direct Stream. This is for students who have a higher level of IELTS, 6 or 6.5, or even higher. So if you're a high school student or someone with a high school graduate certificate, have a good IELTS score, can have a $10,000 deposit in the bank through one of the approved Canadian banks, and can show that you have enough money to come and study in Canada for a 2-year or 4-year program, whichever program you want to apply for, and you have a clear criminal record and a clear medical check, you can get a visa in 3 to 4 weeks in India. So the Student Direct Stream is on the immigration website for Canada, and it's probably the easiest way for which a qualified student with the proper family support can get to Canada. The second way is a study permit, which is what all students who come to study in Canada must have. Generally speaking, people who are looking to come to Canada look for the shorter study programs, not a 4-year degree, but a 1 or 2-year diploma. So in Nova Scotia, our 2-year diploma programs are very popular, and there are many choices in the fields of business or management, mechanical things like motor mechanics or aircraft maintenance, as well as licensed practical nurse or healthcare professions. One of the really popular degrees is also tourism and hospitality. So if you are a qualified student, which for the college programs just means you have passed high school, and then you have your general application process to apply for a study permit, that with this you'll be able to go to the Canadian immigration and put in your papers for a study permit. One of the things that you need to do, whether it's the Student Direct Stream or the study permit stream, is get all your paperwork together. So that means firstly, you must have proper documents to show you've passed high school or finished a degree in your home country. Second, you must make sure that you've been able to show your level of English proficiency. That means for most programs you need a 6.5 IELTS. If you have less than a 6.5 IELTS, you can have a letter of acceptance at a language school like ours, which will help you bring your IELTS up to 6.5, or go through what's called a pathway program. That means if you study with us 3 months or 6 months or 9 months, depending on your level of English, by just passing our program, you don't need the IELTS and go directly to the program of your choice. One of the last and most important things, of course, is choosing a program in Nova Scotia that'll work for you, and we will help you make an application to the Nova Scotia Community College or the universities that have diploma programs of your choice. So with your letter of acceptance from the university in Canada, a letter showing you enrolled in a language school, you'll be able to make the application for the study permit. Realistically, one of the things we look for from people is that they have a reasonable study plan, as well as an idea of what they want to do for the future. So it means you need to plan for 1 year to 3 years, depending on what you can or cannot do for your degree. And it also means you need to plan a budget for something probably 2 years to 4 years, because of course, everything has an expense. So when you look at the different possibilities, one of the things you have to think about is that right now, Canada is a country that's very much interested in long-term immigrants from around the world. Right now, Canada is, and especially Nova Scotia, is an easy place to get immigration, and the easiest way is to come and study in Canada first, and then go work in Canada and get immigration status for yourself and your family. So many people think that as soon as they come to Canada, whether they come as a student or otherwise, they'd be able to work automatically. Also, many people are given the wrong information from people about their right to work. So you should make sure that when you're thinking about working, you do check out the CIC, Canadian Immigration website, about what rights go with each type of status you could have in Canada. So most people who come to Canada, if you come on a study permit, when you're in a language school and need to upgrade your English, you're not allowed to work. As soon as you're in a college or university program of any kind, you're allowed to work for 20 hours a week, and you're allowed to work full-time during any regular holiday period. After you finish your university degree or college degree, then you get an open work permit in which you can take any job for a set period of time. If you do a 1-year diploma program, you get a 1-year work permit. A 2-year diploma program, a 2-year work permit. And a 4-year degree, a 3 or 4-year work permit. So the longer the program you take, the longer the work permit is available to you. It's really important that you look at what kind of jobs are available to you. One other small benefit in Halifax currently is while you are in language school and while you're in the university or college, if you have children who are your dependents, all the public school education is 100% free for anybody while they're on their study permit, while they're studying at the language school, while they're studying at the college, while they're studying at the university, and while they're working on their work permit. So for some families, this is an added benefit that could be really useful for you.